new coil.
Yeah.
A whole lot cheaper coil, but
one that actually fits. I got it.
One.
I got it, so we don't get this all muddy.
Yeah. The plug wires are worth about twice as much as this coil.
Yeah, a little bit of a bad day, as you can tell. Torque got stuck a little bit.
Well, before I get it out, but it's already torn up the yard enough.
Yeah, we'll get it fixed. But
just trying to get it out of the way because we're supposed to be moving someone tomorrow, so I need the truck out of here, and I got to work on this, and I got to move this tomorrow. So, yeah, new coil.
Yeah.
A whole lot cheaper coil, but
one that actually fits. I got it.
One.
I got it, so we don't get this all muddy.
Yeah. The plug wires are worth about twice as much as this coil. So,
which, well, hey, we'll get that. Actually just fits for later, for when we do the performance mods and upgrades and we actually get the cold air intake.
I just don't know where I'm going to get coal from, because they don't do that anymore. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, we'll find it sooner or later.
I'll have to see what, I'm sure there might be one that can substitute. I'll have to do some research, see if I can't find a substitute.
Yeah. If y'all know, please drop us a link so we can find.
Yeah.
That would be much obliged.
Because what stuff you can find is not for the naturally aspirated, and the naturally aspirated uses a coil instead of a coil pack instead of using coil over plug.
Yeah. Does the old school coil pack stuff.
This is coil pack. Those have the turbo had coil over plug, and you can get some performance after that. But this style, I can't find any performance ones anymore. That's why I had the wrong one. They still showed it being available, and it wasn't available.
Yeah, don't you love it when companies are honest to say, oh yeah, we got a performance one, it's an MSD for that model, and it's not even for that model or that make or that manufacturer.
That one, again, not put in that corral.
Yeah.
It's long, it's supposed to be for this, but it's not quite long enough to go up there.
Well, hopefully it'll still work just fine.
Yeah, it seems like it's on there good. Just had to move it over a little bit. And this one has extra, of course.
Yeah.
What's wrong is they're not short. What's wrong, I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to take this clip off and take it out of this rack, because they have this big sheath insulation spot on it.
Yeah.
And that's just, it needs to be in the, yeah. That took care of that. This one I'll have to do the same. So these lock clips are going to have to be undone with these wires.
Hopefully you don't have to undo anything to get that.
Nope, just have to open it up. Which is easier when your fingers aren't frozen.
Yeah, let me try pushing it up for you.
No, you can't push it up because it won't fit through. That's the problem.
No.
The insulation's a lot bigger than what it was on the original wires, even though they're the same length.
I was figuring if I push the wire forward, it'll give you access to the clamp. That's all I was saying.
The hard part's getting it under that. There we go. Getting it under that herd line.
When your camera guy tries to be helpful, run. That's what you're saying.
There we go. That's on there good. That in the right spot. Don't plug it until this is all done. Same thing with that one. Good, push that one.
Yep, and that's in.
upper clip is just causing problems.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh what?
It's just uh-oh. That sounds just great, you know?
Oh yeah.
Now let's hear this kitten purr, or whatever it's going to do.
Let's see if it starts.
Yeah.
I swear I need a bigger car.
You just need to stop getting short people drive your car. That's what you need.
Hey, the check engine light's off.
Hear that?
And no more check engine light.
No more of the put up, 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 put up.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that exhaust? Y'all, it's cold. We promise we don't have a blown head gasket.
This thing hasn't been started in about a month. I've been waiting on parts.
Yeah, and it hasn't been started in a long time,
it
too.
keeps doing this. When I have parts, it's either storming or I'm trying to make up for time because it's been storming.
Yeah. Well, we got it.
Gas in the exhaust.
Yeah.
Like I said, this thing's been sitting and it hasn't been started in probably about a month.
Yeah.
So
We got it started. See, it's already starting to clear up. And like I said, it's about 30 degrees right now.
it's just barely above freezing. It's been.
Yeah.
We were in a break in the rain. Earlier on, it was drizzling and snowing at the same time.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be doing this today. It was supposed to rain a little bit. It was supposed to rain last night, and it didn't rain last night. Instead, it got clear last night, which it's supposed to get clear this morning.
Yeah.
I can get out of this car. And so it got clear last night, and it got down below freezing. And then the weather came in this morning, so it never warmed up. So it's never gotten really above, about 40. And it's already dropped back down.
So.
And we've got more storms coming in, and now it's gone from some rain to maybe winter mix.
Yeah.
That's changed in the last hour.
Push comes to shove, old man winter is angry this winter.
Now in 2 days I get to drive this all the way to Tennessee, which means I've got to check oil and stuff in it again and put the tag on. I've had the tag for about as long as I've been waiting to do this stuff, and it's in the car.
Yeah. The car works, the car runs, the coil's happy, the cylinders are happy.
I have one vehicle that's happy. The Kia, besides being in the mud right now, it's also been complaining since it's gotten cold and the cold wet. When I try to start it up with a cold engine, it does not want to start.
Yeah, torts a little.
And once it's running, it's fine, and once it warms up, but it's not wanting to start, and the transmission is being slow to shift in the cold. So I got to check the fluids, and it's doing oil change anyways, and I've got to work on the vacuum because it could be the vacuum causing the cold wet to give us this issue.
Yeah.
I'm not certain on that, but that's the only thing it's checking. It's also possible if when the timing belt was changed, if they got it off one tooth, it may run fine, but that may be why the fuel mileage is a little less than ideal. And when you get worse, less ideal operation conditions, you may notice a little different. So if the vacuum fix doesn't fix it, I may get a timing light, which I do not have. I probably need to get a timing light and double check the timing.
Yeah. But
and then the Ford over there, I've had a lean warning, which I went through. I couldn't find a source. I cleared the code, but a lean warning can mean a failing fuel pump. So I
Yeah.
really don't want to drive it a long ways through the middle of nowhere right now until I see whether or not, and I haven't been able to drive it enough to get a feed on whether or not that comes back.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be on a mountain road in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee.
Come on, that sounds like a lot of fun. In the middle of nowhere, it's snowing and freezing, your car just died.
And Hillbilly Express decided they wanted to take a leak, so I don't know what happened, but it dumped a bunch of transmission fluid. So,
Well, it'll be the purchase price for a car to drive Hillbilly Express down to Tennessee and back. You know that.
oh yeah,
What? Good
I
Lord.
could rent a car for less.
Yes.
But yeah, and then I've got my Buick that keeps having all the check lights come on and
It's a
not
Christmas
come on,
tree.
and
It's
come on and
festive.
not come on. I can't figure out what's going on with it.
It's festive.
I'm starting
it's in
to
the
think it may
season.
be just a short, and I've got to figure out what's going on with it. But it'll be perfectly happy. There's no lights. Then there's the coolant light, which has been, I think, it's the float's not setting, and then the ABS light will come on. And then here recently, I had ABS, check engine, the coolant light on, and just okay, just not happy.
Well, it all depends upon which wire Jerry wants to pull on today. Jerry, the mouse
Yeah.
that lives in it.
Apparently, but I've got to go through it, and it's one of those.
I'm just kidding. There's not a mouse living in there.
I hope
y'all.
not again. I had an old Cherokee that a possum got resident and ripped the wiring out of before.
Mm.
But that was not that Cherokee, another old Cherokee.
That was the Wagoneer you sold, I think.
No, it's the brown one sitting there in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've had to repair wiring in it 3 times.
It's going to be 4. That thing has been sitting there forever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When we finally get it up here.
Yeah, I fixed it. Then it had the wire. Then it had the firewall catch fire. Then I got that fixed. Someone else had to fix that one. Then I had a possum move in
Oh, good Lord.
and mess it up while it was sitting up here when I couldn't drive it for a little while. And then I had to refix that, and now it's been sitting in the woods for a decade. So I'm sure it's bad again. But its engine is gone.
Yeah.
Its drivetrain's pretty well gone.
Yeah.
It's got about the compression of a party balloon.
Alrighty. Well, if y'all enjoy this content and want to see us repair that vehicle, please like, share, and subscribe. We need everybody because we need about 800 more people to subscribe so we can get monetized, and that'll help us pay to do these bigger projects.
So I can do stuff beyond just keeping them running and working.
Yes. But thanks for hanging out, and y'all have a good one.
Until next time.